Hi guys! Welcome to ECTV. So for this video, ang pag-aaralan naman natin is the application on the theorems on kite. Okay? So recall muna natin, what is a kite? So a kite is a quadrilateral with pairs of congruent and adjacent sides. If we're going to consider this figure, mapapansin natin that we have pairs of congruent and adjacent sides. So makikita natin dito that DE is So this side DE is congruent to DG and they are adjacent since they share common vertex D, and that EF is congruent to GF. So they share a common vertex F, that's why they are also adjacent. Okay? So for the theorems on kite, we have the diagonals of a kite are perpendicular to each other and that the area of a kite is half the product of the lengths of its diagonal. So isa-isahin natin yung bawat theorems ng kite. Okay, let's have this one. The diagonals of a kite are perpendicular to each other. So let's say we are given kite MATH. So let's say we have diagonals AH and diagonal MT that meet at point E. Pag sinabi nating perpendicular, ibig sabihin we have lines that meet to form right angle. So yung dalawang diagonal na to, nag-meet sila at naka-form ng right angle. Ibig sabihin, yung angle MEA, yung angle AET, yung angle TEH, at yung angle MEH, lahat ito ay nagme-measure ng 90 degrees. Why? Because all of these four angles are right angle. Ito yung mga angle na na-form nung nag-meet yung dalawang diagonal. Okay? So, next, let's have the other theorem. So, sabi ng theorem number 2, we have the area of a kite is half the product of the lengths of its diagonal. So, let's say we are given this kite MATH with diagonal MT and AH that meet at point E. Okay? So, sabi dito, let's try to find the area of a kite. If MT, so yung MT, ito yung isang diagonal natin, is equal to 4 meters and AH, so that yun yung isa pang diagonal, is equal to 6 meters. Ang sabi dito, the area of a kite is half the product of the length of its diagonal. Ibig sabihin, yung area natin, the area of a kite, is just half. So, i-divide lang natin sa 2 yung product nung dalawang diagonal. So, MT and AH. Okay? So, if we're going to simplify, ang measure ng MT natin ay 4 meters. At yung AH natin ay 6 meters. So, divided by 2, we can now get that the area of the given kite, so we have 4 times 6, that will give us 24 divided by 2. Ibig sabihin, the area is equal to 12 square meters. Okay? Next. So, for example, letter B. If MT, so ito yung isa pa nating diagonal, is 12 centimeters and AH is 14 centimeters. So, same lang yung gagamitin natin. We have the area. So, the product of the diagonal, which is MT and AH, i-divide lang ulit natin sa 2. Okay? So, kung isa-substitute natin, MT is 12 centimeters and AH is 14 centimeters, then divided by 2. So, i-multiply lang natin. What is 12 times 14? Okay? So, we can get that 12 times 14 is equal to 168 centimeters squared. So, centimeters times centimeters will give you centimeters squared divided by 2 para makuha yung area. So, if we're going to simplify, 168 divided by 2, that will give you 84 square centimeters. So, the area of the given kite is 84 square centimeters if the diagonal is 12 centimeters and 14 centimeters. Okay? So, next. Let's try to consider kite KLMN. So, itong kite na to with diagonals KL and LN. So, let's try to answer the following. So, sabi dito for number 1, let's name the pair. Okay? Pair of congruent and adjacent sides. So, makikita natin, meron tayong mga tick marks dito. We have LM and side MN. Okay? So, another pair is side KL and side KN. Okay? Yung dalawang pair ng congruent and adjacent side. Now, number 2. If LM is 6 meters, what is MN? Take note that LM is congruent to MN. Ibig sabihin kung ano measure ng LM, yun din yung measure ng MN. So, if LM is 6 meters, therefore, MN is also 6 meters. Ganon din sa number 3. So, since KN is congruent to KL, at ang measure ng KN ay 10.5 centimeters, ibig sabihin yung KL ay 10.5 centimeters din. Okay? Next. Number 4. So, sa number 4, ang hinahanap natin ay area. At alam naman natin, so, dun sa ating isang theorem na ang area ng kite ay makukuha natin by multiplying the two given diagonals and divide the product by 2. Okay? So, kung isi-simplify natin, so, yung unang diagonal natin measure 7 meters. Yung pangalawang diagonal natin, ang measure naman ay 13 meters. So, i-divide natin yung product nila by 2. Okay? So, multiplying 7 by 13, that will give us 91. Then, meters times meters will give us square meters divided by 2. Kapag dinivide naman natin yung 91 by 2, this will give us 45.5 square meters. Ibig sabihin, kapag ang diagonal ng kite ay nagme-measure ng 7 meters at ng 13 meters, ang area ay 45.5 meters. Okay? So, for number 5, given ang area at yung measure ng isang diagonal, ang hinahanap natin ay yung measure ng isa pang diagonal. Okay, so pwede pa rin natin gamitin yung formula na to. So, we have the area is equal to diagonal 1 times diagonal 2 divided by 2. So, ano yung given area natin? We have 96 square meters. At yung isang diagonal natin ay 8 meters. Hahanapin natin yung measure nung isa pang diagonal. Okay? So, dito, cross-multiply lang tayo. So, yung 96 multiply natin sa 2. Magkakaroon ng from here. Okay. 96 times 2, that will give us 192 square meters. That is equal to 8 meters times the diagonal. Okay. Ito lang namang diagonal yung hinahanap natin. So, let's divide both sides by 8 meters. Okay, cancel out na to. So, yung diagonal natin, makukuha natin by dividing 192 by 8. So, 192 divided by 8 will give us 24. And then, etong square meters divided by meter, that will give you another meter. So, ibig sabihin, the measure of the other diagonal is 24 meters. Okay? Next. So, considering the same kite, if the area is 96 meters and LN is 8, so ito na yung kanina. Proceed na tayo sa susunod. Okay. Next, if the measure of angle 2 is 63 degrees, what is the measure of angle 3? Take note, ito yung angle 2. So, ano yung measure ng angle 3? Ito yung hinahanap natin. So, kung i-consider natin yung triangle LMN, itong triangle na to, LMN, this one. This triangle. Take note that this triangle is an isosceles triangle. Bakit? Kasi LM is congruent to MN. Ibig sabihin, yung angle 2, yan ay congruent sa angle that is congruent to angle MNL, to this angle. Okay? So, kung ang angle 2 ay 63, ibig sabihin ito ay 63 degrees din. Okay? And take note that the diagonals of a kite are perpendicular. Ibig sabihin, this angle is right angle. So, this measures 90. At alam naman natin na ang sum ng lahat ng angle sa isang triangle ay equal to 180 degrees. Ibig sabihin, so yung 90 degrees, i-add lang natin 90 degrees. Ito, yung angle na to. Plus the measure of angle M and L, which is 63 degrees. Plus the measure of angle 3. They are equal to 180 degrees. So, kung isi-simplify natin, 90 plus 63, this will give you 153 degrees. Plus, the measure of angle 3 is equal to 180. So, simplify lang natin. The measure of angle 3 is equal to 180. Lipat natin yung 153 sa kabila. From positive, magiging minus 153 degrees. Therefore, we can get that the measure of angle 3 is equal to, so we have 180 minus 153, so this will give you 27 degrees. This is now the measure of angle 3. Okay? So, yan ay kung ang angle 2 ay 63 degrees. Next, ang sabi dito, if the measure of angle 3 is 31 degrees, so kung ang measure daw ng angle 3 ay 31, what is angle LMN? So, ano naman yung measure nung buong angle na ito? If this is, of angle 3 is 31, take note that angle 3 is congruent to this angle. Okay? So, if angle 3 is 31 degrees, therefore, yung angle na to ay 31. Yung angle, the measure of angle LMK is also 31 degrees. This is also 31 degrees. So, ano gagawin natin? Ipag-add lang natin. So, 31. Therefore, the measure of angle LMN is equal to 31 plus 31. And that the measure of angle LMN is equal to 31 plus 31 will give you 62 degrees. So, this is now the measure of angle LMN. Okay? So, that's it for this video. I hope you learned something. Thank you everyone and God bless us all.